Friday. Fuck it. Fuck off Friday, boys.
Well, we have stuff. It's not like a Friday show. It's just a show on Friday.
All right. That's what they all say, David.
We might. Who knows? We'll probably go off the rails at some point, but it's a Friday show. A report had come out, Ryan, about the Fed at January 6th. If we can say, score another for the conspiracy theorist. Sex dungeons. We got to get into sex dungeons. Microsoft in Israel, UK digital ID, and the Des Moines public school administrator who was arrested by ICE.
What the fuck did Slipknot do at the school, David?
But
Des Moines, Iowa is where Slipknot is from.
Right,
David.
Okay, listen.
I'm not gonna. Time, David. Clearly.
I'm not gonna get
clearly.
That right, just so you know.
Yeah, I know. You don't need to, David. That's why
Is there anyone who got that reference? The whole band is from Des Moines, Iowa.
Des Moines, Iowa.
The whole everything.
Well, Corey Taylor. Some people moved all over. Sid is from Australia, David, and Paul Gray died.
That's not Des Moines.
So did Joey Jordison. They were both from Des Moines. Chris was from Des Moines. Clown was from Des Moines. Corey Taylor moved to Des Moines. He was from somewhere else.
Australia?
No, Sid Wilson, who is married to Ozzy Osbourne's daughter now and has a kid with her, but he's the DJ for Slipknot.
I didn't know Slipknot had it. Slipknot has a DJ. Are they like a techno group now, Ryan?
Shut the fuck up, David. You know they're not a techno group.
I don't know why you would have a DJ.
What do you mean? You're saying only DJ? Really?
Well, I mean, it could be rap.
Turntables can only really some of the like breakdowns is like Linkin Park has a DJ. David, do you understand that?
Yeah, but yeah, that's fine. Right. The breakdowns.
I don't know how you're gonna gloss over. It's literally you can hear it's called new metal, David. It has the new. It's techno.
Well, listen, if Marshmello can be
like the equivalent. It's the equivalent of like when hip hop just took jazz beats, Dave, and looped them. What are you talking about?
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I just like I'm just saying.
Are you going to be mad that they sample music as well? That there's actual samples
of? It's fine. That's great.
Like sample sounds from like movies or something, David. That's a bother now in metal music.
Ryan, they can do whatever they want to do. I just didn't know they had a DJ.
Don't you dare, David. If I get that Live of a Vila Loca video from you tomorrow.
No, it's cool. I actually like Slipknot. Yeah. No, I like yeah, a couple songs. I mean, there's Bother, which is a good song.
Stone Sour
Glass is great.
David, stop. I don't know much about the band, but I know all of the other songs that Corey Taylor wrote.
It's the only two songs that can list by Stone Sour. Actually, legitimately though, Bother is a great song.
Yeah, you don't need to bother me anymore or with your ragging, David. I know what you're doing.
Ryan, what would you like to start with today? That isn't Slipknot.
Dave, you're frozen.
I'm frozen.
Unless you had a stroke.
Could have had a stroke.
Did Shane Gillis have a stroke?
No, I don't think so. Am I unfrozen?
Am I lagged?
You're kind of frozen on my screen now.
Mic check.
I hear you. This is going well. Do you hear me? Now you're dead. You're gone. Ryan's gone. Ryan died. I don't know. He said I was frozen. He was frozen. Usually what happens is I'll ramble for like a minute tops. Ryan just appears back on screen. It seems to work, typically. So we'll see what happens. Hey, see? Look at that. I know the show. I know what happens. You can't see him yet, but I see him in my staging area. Oh, he's gone again. Well, now that's weird. That's a little weird. What? He's back in the staging area. There he is. I was explaining to everyone what happens, Ryan.
What happens?
Well, like you just disappear, and
then I didn't do it.
Well, I know, but then you'll just like pop back up like a minute later. It like always it happens all the time. I don't know if it's Rumble Studio. I don't know if it's internet connection. I don't know what's happening. But I
Dave, I'm sure
refuse.
no one else has this problem.
Rumble Studio, legitimately, I'm so thankful for Rumble. Rumble Studio might not be the greatest thing on earth, but I feel so obligated to use it. Because I just want everyone else to just get fucked. Like all these other companies that hate us, I just want them to get fucked. I don't want to use your shit. You go do whatever you got to do. I want to use Rumble Studio. It could be the worst thing ever. I would use it.
You're gonna be rocking. What was the Microsoft fucking MP3 player that was out when?
Zune? Was it a
Yeah,
Zune?
you're the last Zune user.
They legitimately had like one
And a
cool
better
feature.
product, David. Everybody knows.
I don't know. Was it actually a better product though? I never used one.
Oh, they were way cooler.
I just know they had the one cool feature, which was like wireless transfer of like data, which I thought was
which
cool.
which is like standard. You can it's called airdropping.
Did they like create airdropping? Were they like the first major thing to use airdropping? Oh no. Well, it wasn't really airdropping because it was tethered. Do you remember Game Boys used to be able to tether them together? Am I the only one who remembers this?
No, I remember when you would transfer Pokemon that way. Dave, there was also this thing called the scanner. I'll never forget. It was a fucking. It looked like it was like a plastic toy, and you would go into the toy store and you would, or any store, grocery store, and you would scan the barcode. It was like called scanners or something, and you'd get little monsters, and then you could fight the monsters with your friends. And I was
What?
thinking, yeah, look it up, scanners. It was cool. I had one.
Scanners? I never heard of this
Scanners
before in my life. It was a way to get kids to go to grocery stores.
with your parent.
That's
Yeah, while your
ingenious.
well, it's also like a
Yeah.
way for your mom to buy shit, right? Like it was like a double whammy. But I think it's
Well, I
funny
mean,
because
but she didn't even have to buy it. But like, oh, we got to go to the
keep me
grocery
busy.
store. I don't want to go. Perfect. Bring your fucking scanner with you.
Yeah, dude, just get all these monsters
Scanners,
on your fucking game.
monsters,
I used to
toys.
scan the shit out of stuff, dude.
Scanners, barcode monsters. What the fuck is this?
Yeah. So what do we all use now? QR codes. This is like the quintessential proto QR code
And our QR
scanner.
codes aren't even fun. We don't get cool monsters.
Yeah, dude, look at this thing. I had the red one, I think.
Dude, what the fuck? I literally never saw this before in my entire life.
Or that orange one. Yeah, dude. They fit in your hand. They were small. Those pictures make them look way bigger than they are.
Scanners?
Scanners were weird.
Hold on. It's a Friday show. We'll get to the stuff we got to get to. I don't need you guys. I don't want your
Oh, just hurry here.
Toys from the 90s and early 2000s were on another level. In an era that didn't have cell phones or the internet handy 24/7, we really had to figure out ways to utilize the technology already at our disposal. And of course, we can't have kids sitting around playing video games all day. So how do we get kids up off their asses in a cool way? With barcode scanners, of course. No, I'm talking about these bad boys. Scanners.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's it, the red one. Yes, bitch. Yes, bitch. This thing was dope.
Scanners were one of the coolest toys out there at the time. Like, sure, Game Boy was cool, but it was kind of giving you tunnel vision into a world that, well, doesn't exist.
So did it like did the barcode actually affect the thing you scanned, or was it random?
I don't know if it was random or if the numbers. No, it had to be some kind of sequence, but some of them would be bunk. Like, I don't think you always get something, but you would it would count towards something. Maybe it was like a ticker that every, 50 scans, you get a monster. Sometimes you get a monster. Sometimes you get the same monster. I don't quite remember, David. Don't quite. I mean, fuck.
So scanners, in my opinion,
9, 7.
Was kind of like a version of Pokemon Go of the 90s, combining real-world elements with the digital
so true.
Essentially, you had your scanner, which look how cool this looks, first of all. Definitely giving the 90s boy toy aesthetic.
Bitch.
And you would go around scanning various items' barcodes to build up a team of monsters for battle. Now, obviously, you could scan different items at home, but where this thing really shined was when you took it to the grocery store. Again, no cell phones back then, but of course, you did have your Game Boy with you.
I lived in the best time in human history,
what would be a great item to scan to build your team? Do you focus on your favorite food,
really did.
cereal, pasta, diapers?
did we legitimately grow up in the best sweet spot possible?
Yes,
Where
we had all the shit
we're
and no
outside, but like
surveillance.
we had the technology on verge.
Yes, we had all the proto technology. There was nuclear power, fucking electricity. I had fucking batteries. Everything was battery powered, nothing recharged. So like you just throw them out and buy new batteries for like fucking 39 cents, dude. We had disposable cameras. You know what I mean? Like all of our media that we consumed in our childhood images were actually on a negative of something. They were physical copies of my entire life. It wasn't a digital rendered image. Like it wasn't captured. It was physical. Our memories are physical. Like we wrote by hand. We learned cursive.
Now, not every barcode will give you a monster, and there are also monsters specific to each scanner that was sold, and each of those collections of monsters are known as a tribe. Following? And surprisingly, these things still work about 25 years later. So before we dive into this, I did just want to say thank you.
So that has to put to bed the idea that this, like it had to be random in some form of way, or like you're saying, maybe like the number sequencing or something. Because otherwise, it wouldn't have made, like, how would they work now?
Yeah, I mean, well, unless barcodes haven't changed.
Oh, they would have. You think? Well, maybe. I don't know.
Why make a QR code? I mean, QR codes changed because maybe the information in a barcode wasn't enough anymore, and they invented a QR code because it can hold. Maybe a QR code can hold like latitude and longitude marks, and barcodes only are product tracers.
We had
maybe they're separate.
Too many products for the barcode system.
Or just like whatever information they were capping on the barcode, like they just figured, well, let's just use the barcode for product identification. Everything else, like shipping and receiving, will be a QR code on it then for different. I don't know. I mean, there's got to be a military apparatus. I guarantee you the military invented the barcode. Like they funded research for it, use it, and then the QR code was the same way. I 100%. VR is also probably being funded mostly by the military so that they can use virtual reality for military applications. And, I've also heard VR is being used in construction. And
it's used in a lot of training for a lot of high level things, like surgeons and stuff use VR.
Yeah, in construction, they're having the guys walk on site. Everybody has a VR set, and then they can see the building built inside in a rendering model. And then they can flip through the blueprints in real time, and they'll see where all the building structure is going to be, where all the electrical should be, where all the pipe work will be, and then they'll be able to assess the blueprints and get real on-site measurements.
They're supposed to be working on
pair that
VR.
with a compute, like with a drone that can build stuff and being autonomous.
I'm assuming higher end automotive manufacturers have this, but I heard something or read something about a VR, almost like a way to go to check a car out without being in the car itself. So like, say you want to, like, I don't know, Rolls Royce, and they have 100 different interior options because like that's just what they do. You could like put the VR set on, sit in the car in any seat, like change all the interior to like different things before you buy the car, so that way you can kind of like look around, like, oh, this is what this combo would look like. Now, I don't think like Ford is probably not going to have that anytime soon, because let's be honest, you get a black interior or you get like a tan interior. But like when you get some like super high level shit,
yeah, like a Bugatti, because they're handmade or something, right? Because they're customized, like, yeah.
Cadillac has a car out. I forgot what it's called. The Celeste maybe or something. It's an EV, but it's like a $400,000 EV. It's like a very high end thing. But like you literally go to like the plant and pick everything out before they build it. It's fucking crazy. It's not like, this isn't buying an Escalade. This is like a whole new level. Let's see if I can find it. Like Celestique, I think. Yeah, something like that. So these are like, you can literally do whatever you want. One of a kind custom EV. Ultra luxury sedan starting at low $400,000.
Marketing is such a crazy thing, dude.
In order to the art of driving, connecting you to the road like never before. Yeah, like literally, It's so crazy. You like literally, I read something about this somewhere, but you literally will go to the plant and like pick your interior. It's honestly, let me pull it up. It's honestly one of the ugliest things I've ever seen. For 400 grand, you can keep it.
You could probably get a Bugatti for for like 400
No, those
stacks.
are $1 million cars now. Like I don't
know, dude. For half a mil.
Yeah, dude, I think Bugattis are like.
Am I wrong to think a super deep purple would be better on that?
No, that'd be all right. 655 horse, 0 to 60 in 3.7 seconds.
Yellow's kind of fire, dude.
Here, dude, check this out. This is the fucking like place you go. Look at all your fucking paints, fucking interior chips, the wood grain type. Dude, look, the fucking seat type and color combos. You go there and pick all of it out. Dude, look at this. All the fabrics and shit all laid out.
Wow.
Consultation with your personal Cadillac design concierge will result in a bespoke mood board, and you will be presented with premium color and material samples. Tell me that's not fucking crazy.
Dude, what we should do one of these times, Dave, we should figure this out. I'll dress all fancy. I'll go down there and see how far I can get by bluffing.
I don't think you can get anywhere. Honestly, I think if you show up to a Cadillac dealer, they'd probably provide you with a link. I think that's literally as far as it would go. On the website,
did you ever hear Patrick Bet-David's? You ever hear Patrick Bet-David's thing?
No.
I forget like how much the house was for, but he would drive up there and he would get out of his car and he would like wear the nicest thing he would own and he would walk up to the house and he would act like he's there. Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else, but he would go to open houses and he wasn't getting approached. And he was like, why ain't I getting approached to buy this house? Like I walked in like with everybody else. And then he's like, but you know, I didn't think anything of it. I went back to doing what I was doing. I started getting better at stuff and I started making more money. So he started dressing well. And he realized that as he got closer to actually being able to afford that house, those people started approaching him because the way money moves, like people can tell, you know, like I probably couldn't bluff my way in person unless I'm really good, you know?
Yeah, I think there's definitely something to that for sure.
Yeah. And I've also heard a thing, if you want like a good gauge of what you do, you get, you dress up the way, whatever you want to do. And then you go out to a stranger in public, like, hey man, can I just ask you a quick question? Based on like the way I look right now, what do you think I do for a living? And that's like a good way to get engagement of you. I've read.
Kind of interesting.
It's cool. It's a cool move. It's also teaching you to be like super spontaneous and outgoing. Like to be able to like the confidence that's like, yo man, can I ask you like a complete stranger? Yo man, can I ask you a question? Like that trips people out.
I never really thought to do that. I don't know.
I think I did that.
I don't know. When I
caught
leave
it in
work,
like
I dress homeless, so I don't think anyone would know what I do.
Right. Right, but that's telling in itself. If you were to look at like, what do I do? Like, but like if you were to wear like, you know what I mean? When you meet a salesman, you're like, what are you, a fucking car salesman or something? Like, actually, yeah, I am. It's like, well, you dress like one, you know? Back to scanners,
I'm
David.
actually an ex NYC financial guy, right? Dude, the scanner thing is crazy. Why did I never see that or hear about that before?
Well, clear, David, you had a shitty childhood. Alex getting banned one day on YouTube is fucking dope. Howard Rubin, ex NYC.
Yeah, I'm trying to read it. I got a big ad in my face right now. You're looking at a different screen than me. Howard Rubin, ex NYC, with ties to George Soros, of course, arrested for allegedly sex trafficking women to sex dungeon in his penthouse.
Is his eye all fucked up, or is that me? Like his right eye in that photograph?
I think it just looks weird on the. Maybe I'll get a better picture of him.
Kind of looks like
kind of fucked up. It's got like a. Yeah, something looks fucked up there. Retired Big Apple. Worked for George Soros investment firm, allegedly tortured. Wow, that got dark fast. Former Playboy models and other women in a midtown penthouse turned BDSM sex dungeon for about a decade, federal prosecutors say. Howard Rubin, 70, was busted by the feds at his Fairfield Con home Friday morning on sex trafficking charges for allegedly luring dozens of women to New York City between 2009 and 2019, where he restrained, beat, and electrocuted them, the Brooklyn U.S. Attorney's Office says. Holy fuck. That's crazy. What a fucking psychopath. How did this never come out from 09 to 19? He was electrocuting girls and he just now figured it out? No one got electrocuted and came forward and was like, dude, you might want to look into this guy. He's fucking electrocuting people. I'm sure it'll get explained in the article at some point, but to me, that's crazy.
I'll kiss and tell, David.
It's only one island, though.
But they do make this sex toy. That it's like an electrode. It's like an electrode.
Listen,
plug it in.
Listen, they make all types of stuff. I get it. They make all types of stuff. The way they're framing this makes it seem like it wasn't consensual.
Yeah. I know. I'm just like, as I'm listening to this, like BDSM. All right. This. Like, do you remember when they started going after Tate? I was like, he was beating women, like, and he was like, well, they liked it. It was like, well, did they like it? You know?
Literally, the girl came out and was like, no.
So you're telling me this guy was tying up and electrocuting fucking Playboy models?
Yeah. No one knew.
No one knew. Or did the models like it, David? Did the models like it and they're just getting them now? Am I wrong to think this?
We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. Let's read more.
All right, sorry, David. I can't.
But the real crime, though, I think we can agree, is whoever was transporting these models.
Yes, obviously.
The famed
transportation, not the act of where I'm going. That is the issue. Hey, it didn't matter that you sold drugs. You know, it just matters that you transported drugs.
Yeah, like doing the drugs, having the drugs, selling the drugs. That's fine.
Somebody dying from the drugs.
Former money manager known as Howie or H, fine Q, and worth at least tens of millions of dollars, even appeared to revel in stomach-turning encounters and text messages with his personal assistant.
That guy really came up to me at a bar. Dave was like, "You boys better find Q." Got his truck and drove away like it was some movie.
He had a personal assistant, Jennifer Powers, who was also facing sex charges. Trafficking
interesting
charges.
Name, dude. Interesting name.
Okay, I don't need to. You know what? I've seen enough of this shit. I don't even need to read the rest of the article. He's a Fed. I don't care. He was in the CIA. This is stupid. This is so dumb. This is literally the Epstein saga again.
Just in the middle of Manhattan. He's electrocuting people in a penthouse with neighbors. Nothing to see here. There's just 8 million people right next door. He soundproofed the room.
He's got his own personal assistant helping out. Dude, Jeffrey Dahmer was doing that shit. Fucking, I think he was in NYC, wasn't he? Wasn't he in New York City or Jersey or something? He was like literally. His neighbors were like, "Yeah, that guy's doing some crazy shit." They're like, "Nah, he's good." It's like, "Are you sure? He seems a little weird." Hear a lot of screams. Alleged, the defendants used Rubin's wealth to mislead and recruit women to engage in commercial sex acts, where Rubin then tortured women beyond their consent. So they went there consensually, and then it got beyond consent, according to this, causing lasting physical and or psychological pain, in some cases physical injuries, Brooklyn U.S. Attorney Joseph Nokella says in a statement. Rubin, the dad of 3 successful ex-Wall Street financiers with a 30-year career, allegedly abused the women in a swanky city hotel and a luxury penthouse near Central Park that he leased for $18,000 a month between 2011 and 2017. Fuck. One of the West
20 grand a month just to fucking yoke out some whores. Oh my god, dude.
Allegedly abused them in swanky city hotels. He was in fucking hotels of torturing girls and no one knew. Have you ever been to a hotel? Even
That's
a nice one.
Not a red roof, David, clearly.
Even a nice one, Ryan.
What do you mean, like the Vegas hotel? You know, soundproof rooms don't exist, David.
The room also had a cross and bed with restraints where the women would be bound and gagged, according to the authorities. 10 alleged victims were named as Jane Doe's in the 10-count indictment, but prosecutors said Rubin also recruited dozens more women for his alleged sexually deviant scheme. When was this? This was from 09 to 19?
09 and 19, yeah.
When did Epstein get when did he go to jail?
Yeah, this guy know Epstein. What did this guy know about Jeffrey Epstein, dude?
Epstein was in New York too. Oh, yeah. 2008. What a coincidence.
That's weird.
That's weird. Someone had to fucking carry the reins.
Well, maybe, David, they're all just part of the same little gang over there.
I'm sure. The more we do this show, the less I believe in coincidences. Jeffrey Epstein goes to jail, and immediately some other random guy is fucking sexually trafficking all these girls, torturing all these girls. I can't wait to hear who else is involved in this case, because I'm sure he wasn't doing it alone with his one fucking...
Well, 10 people. Just secretary. 10 people. He just did one a year, David. One a year. Just one a year. 10 victims, 10 counts.
Rubin, a portfolio manager at the billionaire investor's namesake Soros Fund Management between 2008 and 15, was held without bail Friday evening at a hearing in Brooklyn federal court where he pleaded not guilty. The Soros connection, I'm sure, is completely just coincidental, right? Of course. Prosecutors argued Rubin was a flight risk because of the stiff prison sentence he could face and the incredible resources, including $74.4 million in the Cayman Islands at his disposal, only island.
Sure, he didn't have a sex dungeon on his $8 million island. Just in the $18,000 apartment, David.
The Fed said he hid behind his wealth for decades as he allegedly carried out the sickening abuse, even sending giddy texts to his longtime personal assistants about his love of hurting women. In one of several horrifying exchanges detailed in court papers, Rubin and Powers allegedly discussed electrocuting and tied up women's genitals. I don't care if she screams, he wrote, along with the laughing face emoji and another sickening message, the Fed said. The alleged victims were typically vulnerable or desperate in need of money and were given drugs, alcohol, including Valium, that he got them inebriated for the encounters, prosecutors said. While some of the women agreed to safe word with Rubin, they could use when the sex was getting too rough. He allegedly ignored their pleas. Others were gagged so they couldn't object, and he would even continue if the women passed out, prosecutors alleged. Rubin also had a stash of non-disclosure agreements that included a risk of injury disclaimer he kept in a safe that he forced the women to sign, the feds charged. Powers, 45, this was the assistant, who started working for Rubin in 2011, was allegedly instrumental in finding the women mostly through social media and flying them into New York. Dude, it's the same play.
For the record, it's always the women that are the worst sellers of women. I've heard it from, I forget where, it was some top fucking guy that's busted sex rings. The top maitre d's, the best strip clubs are ran by women. The best whorehouses, the best ones, the ones that know how to get girls, they're all women.
It makes sense because they probably feel more comfortable with women approaching them in the initial stages.
Women know women nature. Guys know how to get guys. You get some beer, some women, and a football. That's 80% of the population. You put a heavy bar on the ground, there you go. There's the other 15.
If you ever want to get Ryan, just buy him a scanner's tool and take him to the grocery store.
I'm so autistic, it's not even funny. Beep, beep. What's Ryan doing? Beep, beep.
After the sexual encounters, Ruben or Powers allegedly paid the victims through a wire transfer or PayPal and Venmo. Typically, the women would
torture him, and then pay him.
And then pay him, sure. That's weird. Typically, the woman would receive $5,000 per encounter, but if he was left unsatisfied, he doled out several $1,000s less. He didn't let me rape you good enough. At times, he staggered payments to avoid sending $10,000 in a single shot, allowing him to remain under the radar, the indictment alleges. Overall, it's estimated at least $1 million of Ruben's money was spent on alleged sex trafficking.
Wow, dude. $5,000 at a time.
It was just 10 girls or whatever, though. Right?
Wow.
Or did it say dozens? I think it said dozens.
Dude, that's like 50,000 times. What is that?
When did he ever work? Did you ever go to work? The former well-heeled Manhattan philanthropist's alleged dirty deeds first came to light in lawsuits.
They put that in there. They literally put that in there.
But well-heeled, Ryan.
Well-heeled the lamb.
Ruben's longtime wife, Mary J. Henry, filed for divorce in 2021 after he was accused of sexual abuse in the suites. He was taken to civil court in 2017 by 3 Florida women, 2 described in court docs as Playboy playmates, Maya Lytle and Amy Moore, and a third, Stephanie Caldwell, said to be a model and a dancer, who accused him of violent sexual assaults. That's the thing with these people. There's always like years of court filings and stuff from multiple other girls, and then it all hits at once, and they're like, "Wow, I couldn't believe it. Nobody would have seen this coming." It's like, you didn't see it coming?
Well, I'm sure, David, his $8 million house in the Cayman Islands, and knowing George Soros, and I'm sure he only knows George Soros too, David. These people don't all go to yacht clubs together and know each other. Because, everybody has an $8 million island.
It's unclear what prompted the feds to move forward with the criminal case now, Ryan. Ruben and Powers, who was arrested Friday in Texas, is expected to be extradited to New York at a later date, are now charged with sex trafficking and transporting women in interstate commerce. Transporting, there it is. Better not transport them. That's the real crime. Ruben was also hit with federal bank fraud charges. Both faced 15 years behind bars. Prosecutors detailed a slew of horrifying claims. Yeah. Holy fuck.
Poor women, man.
Literally, in depositions tied to the 2017 civil case, Ruben and Powers allegedly admitted to transporting women for prostitution. Transporting. Ruben lost the case in 2022 when a jury awarded the by then 6 plaintiffs $100,000. The women each clinched between $620,000 and $750,000. Holy fuck. Man, that's pretty. That's wild.
Nothing for nothing.
Be surprised, though.
If women do that to each other for prostitution, what would they do if they were running a country? Like, what if women had all the power? Because clearly, David, she was doing it for the man. Sure, the wife didn't care until there was lawsuits as well.
Yeah. I'm sure she wasn't suspicious in the slightest.
Well, she didn't want to get choked out.
Well, not only that, she probably didn't want to lose the lifestyle either,
You're not doing that to me. Okay, I want to do it. Go find somebody else. Okay. Can't have enough, but you can't love her. You can't marry her. Okay.
So you're saying the wife knew? They knew. Like she knew. Not was slightly suspicious. She knew.
They all know. He had a woman fucking maitre d' getting a go. So did Epstein. I'm sure Epstein was married too, David.
I don't know if he was. I'm sure at some point.
These people marry for money. Like they marry for like the family. We get married for love. That's like this thing they tell us poor people. They marry because of their family and their blood, like the blood. Literally.
The connections.
Like literally the blood. Like because you're a descendant from this person, that's why they get married. That's why they care. It's not that they have overlaying personality character traits, David, and he's spontaneous. And they're all fucking each other anyways.
All right, let's go to the UK.
And that is why today I am announcing this government will make a new free of charge digital ID mandatory for the right to work by the end of this Parliament. Let me spell that out. You will not be able to work in the United Kingdom if you do not have digital ID. It's as simple as that. Because decent, pragmatic, fair-minded people, they want to tackle the issues that they see around them. And of course, the truth is, we won't solve our problems if we don't also take on the root causes, looking upstream to tackle poverty, conflict, climate change, issues that aren't just intolerable for those of us who care about inequality and injustice wherever it's found in the world, but which has clear consequences for our own citizens.
So I can battle poverty from my iPhone.
How the fuck very poor. Does an ID do all of this?
Yeah, because I can get a job well, you need the digital ID, David, to get a job. Well, I wouldn't need digital ID if the government didn't make it mandatory.
It says in the right bar, it aims to help tackle illegal immigration. You created the problem. You're an island.
16,000% increase to fucking. You brought him there. You brought him there.
And now we know why.
Shoot him. Shoot them. Shoot UK. Overthrow your government. Yes. Go down there. You're going to arrest me anyways. Go down there. Go down there. What would Hitler do with this? Fucking think about it. Am I crazy, Dave? Seriously, is that crazy to say? Fucking seriously. What are we talking about?
How long do you think this whole system would take to develop? It's ready to roll out already. It's already ready to go.
By the end of this Parliament, what, fucking a month before you go on winter break? Overthrow your government. Dude, they're going to fucking put so many people there. Your street signs are going to be in a foreign language to you in your own country.
No, Ryan, they're going to fix it with digital ID.
The only way you fix it is fighting these people. What, are you going to vote them out? They know how many votes to steal if it's all a digital identification, David.
You're going to vote them out? What's the UK's AFD party equivalent? Because I'm sure those people will start dying.
You mean the 17 people that died, or the state in the United States that allows a dog to vote because there's, quote, mishaps in our election cycle?
Maybe
but we'll get it right by the end of this Congress. Yeah, for dead dogs. You guys can't even do paper right. So what, when I don't go to work, I call you like, yeah, man, I can't punch in. I can't punch in and be like, well, did you do the update on your app? Be like, yeah. Did you unplug your phone and plug it back in? Be like, what the? I can't. I know how to do electricity. I don't need a fucking digital ID for that, asshole. I literally know how to do the job. I need a tape measure and a pencil, not a digital ID to work.
But how do I know you're
asshole?
How do I know you're not a Muslim that
you don't need to know. You don't need to know, asshole. You're a tyrant. You're a tyrant. You need to be overthrown and executed in public for fucking selling out your country. This is treason. This is treason. This shit is treason. I don't feel like I should be the only one saying this. How come nobody in any space, like nobody above fucking Ryan in his car is calling this treason? These people should be brought before like a jury and hung for treason to their country, for selling out all of their countrymen. Or what, am I supposed to try to talk to him like Charlie Kirk? That apparently is in a movie, David? Interesting.
We got to look that up at the end of the show. I don't know how true that is.
Aggression in Ukraine. We all have a responsibility for the future of our continent, to stand tall where oppression and violence rears its head.
No. You have a duty to your town, to your citizens, to your family, to your coworkers,
to
your
whole continent,
church.
right?
No, the fuck out of it. I can't even touch both ends of the continent at the same time. How am I duty to a continent? You told me I'm a clump of cells and that me driving my car kills the continent. You've disempowered people. You've stolen all of our joy through a device that's fucking engineered, and you're forcing me to even work in a country that I didn't even ask to be born in. But then you're telling me I'm obligated to go into this digital fucking gulag. This is a ghetto. This is a gulag. This is a concentration camp. What's next? I have to use VR? Are you out of your fucking mind? Because it's what? Too hot outside, Dave? We talked about this one. You can't go out there. It's too hot.
They jumped into this as mandatory pretty fucking quick.
And then it's our obligation. How's an obligation if you're forcing us? Did we vote on this? Because I doubt you did. And even if you voted on it, if there's a 16,000% immigration like what even matters? The robots are coming. These people, look, I'm going to tell you, these people talked to the computer and it said, get everybody's data, get all their biologics, get all their biometrics, force them, and we'll let you live.
Energy security. Because Putin and other tyrants have used their control over energy supplies as a threat.
Because you've never because you've never used anything tyrannical. You've never used anybody's information to sway things. You've never taken anybody's digital privacy and then just fucking gutted it. You haven't jailed people for their opinions, but you've left pedophiles out on the streets while they rape children.
Hold on. We're going to get back to that. Where am I at? About halfway. Hold on. I just want to see. He said tyrants. We got to stay away from tyrants like Putin. What was... I don't know if there's a metric on this, but... Do you remember the number for UK? How many people per day were being arrested in the UK for speech online? Do you remember the number?
Wasn't it like 50,000 people a year or something?
It was 30 per day.
Okay.
30 per day in the UK. Now the head of the UK has mandatory digital ID because of tyrants like Putin, okay? So 30 per day in the UK. Let's go to Russia. 1.7. tyrannical. Can you
What
believe
happened?
it?
What happened to Alex Jones yesterday?
Tyrannical. 1.7 might be less than us, and we have a
United States has
God-given
the largest
recognized
prison.
1.7.
We have the largest prison population on the continent. On all the continents, David.
That's 1/15th for easy math of UK, and they must have digital ID because of tyrants like Putin.
The war in Ukraine, David.
There was the war in Ukraine. You got to have digital ID because of the continent, Ryan. The continent, and remember, Ukraine's in Europe now. Remember, because we just changed the globe as we see fit.
Well, they're part of NATO, David, so they're all of us united nationally. You know.
Let me get back to about where we were here. It's about energy security, Ryan. You can't have tyrants like Putin.
I need digital ID because of climate change.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess
Alex literally said they would use climate change for everything.
Because Putin and other tyrants have used their control over energy supplies as a threat. They've
Pause it quick.
Bills.
Dude, you guys went all green and then have to buy it from Russia and Ukraine. Holy fuck. It's going to be like the same thing when everybody's solar and China jacks up the price of everything because they make all the solar equipment. It happened at my job, actually, because of tariffs. We had to install a different battery. The company just stopped making the battery because the cost of the battery with the tariff, they wouldn't make any money on it.
Imagine some way to fix that. Like, I don't know. What if we
make them here?
Made it here. Yeah, it'd be crazy.
Threaten to keep doing so unless they get their way. And that's why we're investing in our own energy, sovereign control over our own future, whether that's nuclear, wind, solar power. Now, this will create good jobs, but it will also take...
But also, you can't work at those jobs unless you have mandatory digital ID.
Without the fucking ID! Those tyrants! You can't make money without me scanning your face every day. Tyrants! Well, you do it for your iPhone. Why won't you do it for your job?
Dude, think of every like dystopian movie ever where it's like this fucking device and it's like, please scan in for the day. Boop. Thumbprint, please. Like the craziest. Cleared for work. Like the craziest shit.
Voice identification. Ryan K. This is literally Orwell. Literally Orwell. In the country that he wrote the book in. Shoot them.
We got to get to the January 6th thing, but I want to finish this.
Fucking shoot them, dude. Jesus Christ.
The boot of tyrants like Putin off our throat. So our mission to become a clean energy superpower
Putin was a scumbag that did money for military. Now he's a tyrant on your throat. What are you talking about? I know it's the theater, Dave.
Protecting the planet that we all live on. Doing right by our values and by our countries and our citizens. Because in this era, we must be the nation builders. We must be the patriots in our countries. We must show working people that we and only we can deliver the pride and belonging they seek. Their communities strong, cohesive, changed for the better, taking control of our future, tackling the big challenges, whether that's climate change or illegal migration, not shying away from them. That is how we win. That is how we rebuild. That's how renewal defeats grievance.
Okay. All right, Kier.
These people are so drunk. The devil runs the world, dude.
Holy shit.
I'm non-patriotic if I don't let you scan my face to go to work.
Holy fuck. Everyone understands, like, all these dystopian movies. You understand? We're like right there, right?
Right there. Like Hunger Games is
right
the yeah, we just got Squid Games to go. We just got
We're closer to a dystopian future than Iran was to a nuclear weapon, just so we know. Ryan, this is already a debunked conspiracy theory, just so you know. FBI embedded 275 plainclothes agents in January 6 crowds, Blaze reports, as the House panel probes informants' roles. The investigation hasn't been done. It's a report from the Blaze. And before anyone gets to the bottom of it, it's been called the debunked conspiracy theory. Rep. Barry Loudermilk, chairman of the House Jan 6 Select Subcommittee, said this week his panel is focused on the number of and role of paid informants present during the Jan 6 2021 demonstrations and whether intelligence from those sources was properly shared with law enforcement. One thing that we have learned, and this came on the tail end of Biden administration, when the Department of Justice admitted that they had many, more than 24, paid informants embedded in the crowd, Loudermilk said on Just the News, No Noise, September 23rd, 2025. He added, with that many paid informants being in the crowd, we want to know how many were in the crowd, how many were in the building, but I also want to know, were they paid to inform or instigate? Loudermilk further asked, but of these informants, if they were paid to inform, what information did the FBI actually get from them? How did they not know this was coming? And asserted, if they had that many paid informants, I believe they did know it was coming. Separately, the Blaze reported on September 25th, 2025, citing a senior congressional source that the FBI told Congress it had 275 plainclothes agents in January 6 crowds. The Dallas Express had not independently verified that figure. The outlet wrote that depending on how one reads undercover, quotes, agents versus plainclothes agents, both statements could be true and did not publicly identify its source. December 12, 2024 press release from the Department of Justice offers Inspector General about the FBI's handling of confidential human sources, stated, we found no evidence the materials we reviewed, testimony we received suggesting that the FBI had undercover agents. The reporting is still early on, but this is where we're at as of right now.
Are we surprised? How do we know it's conspiracy theorist if we haven't looked into it?
No, it's debunked, right?
How's it debunked if we haven't looked at it?
It's debunked. Just like autism can't be caused by vaccines. Debunked.
Or acetaminophen. It's also been known, David, that they've done this before. It's called agent provocateurs.
Ryan, that sounds like a debunked conspiracy.
It's not. It's literally been proven and caught on camera and proven in court records that they have done this in the past.
Let's do an AI overview, Ryan. It sounds like a debunked conspiracy theory to me.
No.
An agent provocateur. Oh my god, look at the long list it gives you. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to just pull this up because it's crazy.
I love that I just am like on my own government AI conspiracy theory database.
Is a secret agent or operative typically employed by governments, police, or organizations who infiltrate groups like protests, unions, or political movements to incite illegal or counterproductive actions. The goal is often discredit group, justify crackdowns, or gather evidence for arrest. The term originates from French, literally meaning provoking agent, and entered English in the late 19th century. If we get this term from the French and it entered our language in the 19th century, surely it's a new thing, Ryan. Hasn't.
Well, why did it
on
enter in
centuries.
the 19th century, David? What was going on in the turn of the 19th century?
Who could ever know
The
this?
communist revolution.
Hold on, ready? I'm going to pull this up so you can see because it has a list of historical examples. Are you ready for this? I'm going to scroll it and then we can go through them if you want. But French Revolution, late 1700s. Freemasons allegedly stoked mass discontent to incite riots, discrediting revolutionaries. 1817, UK agitator crackdown.
Oh, wait, David. So since the beginning of my country.
1817 UK agitator crackdown. 19th century Europe/US labor spies. COINTELPRO, the 50s through the 70s. FBI infiltrated Black Panthers, anti-war groups. Agents urged violence to justify raids. 2007 SPP summit. 3 undercover RCMP officers in riot gear incited violence at Montebello protests. I don't think I remember hearing that. The 2010 G20 summit. Undercover police allegedly escalated peaceful protests into riots, resulting in mass arrests. It was the largest Canadian mass arrest. Inquiries found no wrongdoing, but fueled distrust. 2020 Serbian anti-curfew protests. Masked hooligans, suspected state-backed, clashed with police to discredit demonstrators.
I definitely don't have BLM there for the George Floyd protests.
No, that definitely didn't happen.
Or the LA riots.
No, corners full of bricks being delivered. Yeah, it's super. No provocateurs there.
Wasn't dude they burned Philadelphia down? The hands don't shoot, dude. Serious question.
Fuck.
Do you think there's agent provocateurs in the NFL and high links sports?
Michael Brown, that's right.
Yeah, that was a candy bar, right?
Fatal shooting of Michael Brown, an unarmed black teenager in Ferguson, became a rallying cry against police brutality, symbolizing surrender and nonviolence.
Ferguson, Missouri.
Yeah. Yeah, the point is, I thought that was pretty obvious, right? Like literally while it happened, I'm like, and how many of these groups, serious question, how many times have we covered like a different like white nationalist alt-right group or whatever bullshit they come up with, and they're like always these masked like agents, and me and Ryan every time are like, nope, feds. Every time, Fed, guarantee it. Because Ryan, people like us protest. You know what we do? We show our face.
I want you to know who I am. I want you to know who I am. I want you to fire me for it. Go ahead. I'll get a new job. Well, I mean, I used to think that, you know what I mean? When I first started politically, I mean, it was like, yeah, here it is. Write my name. I sued the state of New York. Like lawyers contacted me and I put my name down. I went through all the legal bindings. I sued the New York state government for the SAFE Act as a civil liberty violation. Fuck these people. They don't care. I'm not going to keep redressing my grievance. You become undeniable and you take over that way. That's all we got. You got to wash your blood with something, don't you, Dave?
But who will wash the blood, Ryan?
Well, it's got to be Dave and Ryan. Did we cover our thumbnail this week or no? Or today, rather? This week?
It was the 275 agents. Well, sometimes we get these things so early, like there's no information out. It's already called a debunked conspiracy theory, so we'll be talking about it years from now with all the evidence that comes out. I'm sure it'll be some CIA. Operation Takeover, some crazy fucking thing that we end up talking about.
No, David, what they'll do is they will wait for a political cry, and then the people will get rallied through an algorithm that is subjugated to their discussion now because they control the algorithm. So now we can have steered astroturf at the algorithm level. So now even all opposition and protests are literally paid provocateurs because the algorithm itself is now under the control of a third-party global government-backed, United States approved system. So basically all of your content is specifically scrubbed for you to be literally stuck on your personalized hate hour. Just like Orwell said it would be. He obviously never envisioned us to have a telescreen in our pocket. But I guess when the dopamine runs so beautiful on that screen. Yo, turn on your little do you guys have the anti-blue light filter on your phone? Do you have that?
Yeah, it's an option. FYI, there's no the thing I sent you, absolutely not. The movie Snake Eyes is real, none of the other shit's real.
Okay.
I was gonna say that's pretty fucking crazy. Blue light filter, yeah. I don't know if it's on, but yeah, I have it.
Yeah, in my phone at when the sun goes down or it's like 30 minutes to sunrise, it kicks on that yellow filter until sunset and sunrise rather. So, but yeah, David, at some point, this shit doesn't even got to be in a movie because we're living a movie. And when you're living history, you got to call it out. And these people are tyrants. They need to be dismantled. I'm not calling for the death of anybody, David. Once again, I have to say this out loud. I will never kill myself. I'm not crazy, yada, 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 etc. These people are tyrannical. They speak on tyrants because they are tyrants. They know they're tyrants, so they masquerade and they cast their shadow on other world leaders to hide the fucking foolery that they've been doing and blame them for shitty foreign policy. It's really not that hard. I know it. They know it. Everybody knows it. I can drop a Trump line. And if Trump is a tyrant too, get his ass to hang because there is a system for this. There is systems built in the United Kingdom and the United States to address treasonists. And the reason you hang them isn't because I want violence. The reason you hang them is so that history will always have that part over their name, that they died a treasonist. Dave Ryan, December 17th, 73. Catch us on Rumble for the greatest podcast in human history. As always, David, I appreciate you most for your time, and I'll see everybody on Monday.
I thought you were going to say see everyone in the sex dungeon.
Oh, dude. I will have my own sex dungeon. I will just have a safe word that. Yeah, I'll actually just stick to my safe words. So